Hi Cancers, welcome to my channel The Angel Witch Tarot. So this video, like I said, is for the Cancers. So it's for the week of 23rd Feb to the 1st of March 2026. So let's start with the cards. Alright? Let's see what the spirits want you to know regarding your intuition. Emotional clarity. Emotional clarity sharpens your intuition. Then we have energetic sensitivity. It's all about your sensitivity to energy is your intuitive gift. Embrace it. That's what it says. So let's move on to the tarot cards and see how your week progresses. Okay, we've got the Eight of Cups upright. Then we've got the Strength card upright. And then we've got two cards here. The first one is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Then the second one is the Two of Wands upright. Let's get off the other two cards as well. The Hanged Man in reverse and the Knight of Swords upright. Alright, so the Eight of Cups, since it's upright, it talks about having that sense of disappointment, the sense of abandonment. So you're withdrawing, escaping, you're walking away, and you're leaving things behind. Right? You're leaving things behind. You've set everything up. You are leaving behind you're leaving behind the disappointment. You're abandoning things. You're escaping. You're withdrawing. You're walking away. But you've got the courage and passion and that subtle power and your inner strength with focus, compassion, persuasion, and influence. You can get through things. You just need to have that courage to move forward. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, which talks about self-discipline, boredom, feeling stuck, perfectionism, and work without rewards. Right? This Knight of Pentacles is an air and earth sign. It's a combination of air and earth. It's about your mind and the physical world. So it's about your logic, intellect, communication, mind, ego, clarity, as well as your growth, stability, finance, and the physical world. It's a combination. So here, because you've left behind the disappointment and you've abandoned all the negativity, you are planning to progress. You're waiting, you're planning to move forward. You're making decisions, you're discovering things, you're having travel plans, and you're leaving home so that you can make progress in yourself, especially to have emotional clarity. Sorry. Then we have the Hanged Man in reverse, which talks about delays and standstills. You're resisting something, you're stalling, you're having indecisions, you're fearing sacrifice, and you're lacking control. And then we have the Knight of Swords upright, which is all about your ambitions, how ambitious you are, how action oriented you are. You're driven to succeed this time. You're thinking very fast and you're defending your beliefs, right? And then we've got the Nine of Wands upright. So it says, finally, after all the challenges you've gone through, all the disappointment and abandonment that you've gone through, you're having the courage and persistence. God is testing your faith at this point, or you are testing your faith yourself. You're resilient, your boundaries, you're finally standing proudly in the end, because you've gone through everything and now you've made it to the end. You're gearing up for the worst pessimism, you're being wary, but you'll make it through the end. So there's nothing for you to be too overcautious about. Being cautious is not a bad thing, but being overcautious is a totally different thing. So you might want to be cautious but not overcautious, because you're driven to succeed. Your drive is driving you to succeed. Your personal beliefs, everything. Just do not resist anything, do not stall. Weigh the pros and cons of things so that you can make your choices and decisions properly and easily, so that the pros and cons will help you figure out which decision, which option to make, which option to take, right? And then we've got the Fool upright, which is all about new beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneousness, optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, and pleasure. New beginnings. You're leaving behind the past. Now you're having the new beginning, a new phase of life. You're having that new phase of life. Okay, so that's it for the tarot. I'm genuinely happy for Cancers this week, because you're leaving behind the negativity, all the negativity, and you're finally having that proper new beginning that you might have been thinking about, right? We've got heartbreak. It says heartbreak is a part of life, part of the human experience. It'll pass. Slowly but surely, it'll pass. And then we've got doorway, which says an opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. New beginnings. The past. New beginnings. I like this. New beginnings. An opportunity is going to come your way. Now for this, the Shadow Love Oracle cards. While I shuffle this, you might want to think of the person, any person, even yourself. Just think of a person, and after I shuffle, you'll get answers, because the Shadow Love Oracle card is all about the shadows, like it says in the name, the shadows, the hidden part of the heart, right? So you might want to think of someone. It could be yourself also, so just keep in mind. I've got the cards. I'm not looking at it yet. These are the cards. I'm not looking at it. So, ready? We've got the Joker. It's all just a game to them, insincere, just having fun. And then we've got Deadly Combo, dangerous when together, triggering and very explosive. And the last card deck, the Spirit Animals, the Beast Soul Oracle card. We've got the Nimble Bat, which is all about perception, change, and flexibility. Again, we've got change. So it says you need to have the courage to face the darkness within you. Face the darkness within you, and then you will be having a very good positive outlook on life, positive phase of life as well. And then we've got the busy hummingbird. It says busy hummingbird is all about swiftness, excitement and cheerfulness. It says to take a break, discover and enjoy the sweetness of life. So that's it for the cards. Let's get the overall energy of the week with the help of the Astro Dice. The 11th house in Aries with the moon. So the moon is all about your unconsciousness, your personal needs, your emotions, your receptiveness, your reflection. Just 1 second. Alright, so mic is in the hand. So it talks about reflections, instincts, moods, habits, the inner child or the inner mother. It talks about security, the feminine figures, nurturing energy, nourishment energy, probably an interest in cooking or baking. It could be talking about your intuition, privacy or home, right? And then we've got Aries, and Aries is all about being direct, brave, fearless, right? And it's also about leadership, authoritativeness, independence, impulsiveness, competitive energy, being aggressive, aggression, right? And then active, being self-centered, passionate, interested in sports or anything related to sports, fighting. It could be relating to the masculine or masculinity, the male figures like the boss or father figures, anybody really, all that authoritative figures. And then the self-starters, and it talks about impatience as well. And then we've got the 11th house. And the 11th house is all about groups and friends. It talks about the collectives, the social awareness, the humanitarianism, the technology, the social media, the hopes and wishes you have for the future. And then it also talks about the society, protection, gifts, praise, recognitions, and followers. So this is the reading for my dear Cancers for the week of 23rd Feb to the 1st of March 2026. So I'll see you in my next video, alright? Bye!